Hello survivors, welcome to another Rogue Loop video. In today's video we have access to the alpha. We were fortunate enough to gain access to it, so thank you to the developers for that. As you can see, we are playing with the second character, which is the daughter. The only two characters are available, which is the son and the daughter. I've been enjoying the daughter quite a bit, so we will show you what we've got as meta progression before getting into the action. So we are level 14 blessing. We've got arrows of Lerich. I'm not going to try and say that. Solid arrows and crippling archer. You can just pause if you want to read what they do, but you'll kind of see while we are playing the game what they do. So let's get straight into it. This part of the game, or the version that I have access to, has more content than what the demo had. So we're going to be able to show you a little bit more from there. Enemies enrage and get stronger as their pulse die. Let's go and grab that one over there. Fire blades, throw fire blades in a cone, dealing damage. The blades return after a short delay, dealing damage again, or orbiting ice. I actually really like orbiting ice, but this works off of attack damage as well. So we can throw 12 blades and they each deal extra fire damage. I'm going to go with the fire blades and see what that's like. We've never played with it, so it's going to be quite interesting. And we'll check it out on the first. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So it's circular. I thought they were in a fan, like when they said fan shape, I thought they meant like it would be. I didn't really realize that they mentioned circular, or meant circular, sorry. So that was pretty interesting. Let's go and see. So the archer is a ranged character. We're going to grab a spirit appears in the room that chases you, or dash blocking slippery. I'm going to go with the slippery surfaces. Pretty fun to use them. You actually can't control your character, so that's pretty cool. Probably gonna regret doing it, but hey, it is what it is. It also looked like it knocked the enemy into it and moved it about. So on the screen you can kind of see all these green markings. Those are arrows. They get stuck in the floor, and when we right click it returns them all to us and deals damage to anything that they pass through. So that's what those were. We can get blue essence or an empowering relic. We're going to grab the empowering relic. Burning enemies receive more damage, or when you kill, skills become available again. Trigger a neutral nova explosion. We're going to go with burning enemies receive more damage because we do have the fire, and that also means that we are going to be burning enemies around us, so it just makes sense to grab what's going to make us deal more damage to enemies. Kind of makes sense, right? Okay, so I think if we don't use a perfect cast on the skill, it just shoots them out in front of us. Okay, so if we want like a quick little damage amount of the cast, we can do it that way as well. Also, something I worked out, and it was only recent. I don't think we discussed this in the previous, or when the demo video came out, but one thing that we do have access to is that when we shoot, it reduces the cooldown. So skills do have cooldowns, but the cooldown, let's see, the thunderbolt strikes on the enemy nearby to you after dash. I like that, and it works off crit. So every time we dash now, it drops a lightning bolt. But anyway, as I was saying, we didn't actually mention anything about the cooldowns, and the way that they work is through hitting targets with your attacks. So the more you auto attack enemies, the lower you're going to use the cooldown of your skills. So like there, we used our skill, and as we land auto attacks, you can see it reduces the cooldown further. So there are things that you can get that make that even less, which is unbelievable. You can reduce that by 2 even, and then you can constantly cast your spells. So I think this has a lot of potential for different types of builds. We got crit chance over here, or we can go with explosive barrels. When a burning enemy dies, the fire on their body seeks another enemy, or enemies burn for longer. I'm going to go with enemies burn for longer because we do have that enemies who are burning take 25% more damage. So let's go and grab that. This seems like it's a pretty good, build already in a sense. Let's go and activate that on that guy, just so we don't have to worry about his laser beam as well. Also, the archer, you can hold down your click and you get a perfect shot, which is very similar to, I don't know if you've seen Path of Exile 2 with the snipe ability, where you hold down the key and you are then able to perfect cast the ability for extra damage. So that is one of the options. It's just something that's there. and it does piercing damage and also more damage to enemies than a normal attack. So you can pierce enemies. It does say it's a perfect shot as well every time you do it, but you can see the lines move together, and when they are one line you then release and it's a perfect shot. Again, piercing enemies and also dealing, I think it's like double damage nearly, or maybe a guaranteed crit, I'm not 100% sure. But we already made it all the way over to the demo boss. That went a whole whack quicker than the demo, but I guess it's because I already have quite a high level character. There we go, we used our right click ability. Like we mentioned, it's just about using it, and it moves through enemies, so pretty cool. This guy should take a little bit longer to deal with because he's a tanky boy. And now that he's burning, we're dealing 25% more damage to him. So that was the whole point of it, so we can actually deal more damage to him while they are burning. So making the burns last for longer made it easier to deal more damage. I guess some things are really overpowered, and this might be one of them, but it certainly wasn't intentional. I think we just got super lucky with this run. Alright, they ran into the burn, so as you can see, they are burnt, and as soon as we dodge around and things like that, it does deal damage to them as well because of the way that the dodging works now, because we drop lightning on their heads whenever they are close to us. And then as long as we're dodging near the boss, we should be doing damage to him. Another perfect cast, and that actually dealt a whack ton of damage to them. So there we go, Yurmarid has fallen. We do get a free heal, and unfortunately we don't have enough gold. So in a previous video I did say, oh gosh, I don't actually know what the point of gold is. Kind of felt pointless there. That's because we didn't actually have the shop. When you're playing, there is an option to see a merchant as one of the things, just like we had the healing previously. So sometimes there's a room option, you can heal, or you can go see a merchant, or you get buffs like these ones. So let's see, a magic crystal appears, or an explosive barrels. We've got flaming pumpkin, sorry, or we get ice blizzard. I'm gonna grab the flaming actually, yeah, we'll grab this. So this is kind of like a summon, and that's going to help us get rid of the enemies faster. Alright, fantastic, and as you can see, it just shoots through the entirety of the area. Alright, those guys are down. We've just got this guy left. There we go, onto the next room. I'm not sure why, but I'm feeling very powerful compared to what I've been before. Hunting wolf, a ghost wolf floats over the loop, attacks and marks enemies. Marked enemies take extra damage. This affects both rooms. So I think this might actually be like something super rare. A magic crystal appears and makes enemies around it invulnerable. So this is going to be pretty cool. We do need to make sure that we destroy this crystal, which as you can see did happen. And now we've got this lovely ghost wolf attacking enemies for us, which is awesome. Who doesn't like free damage? Alright, perfect. Okay, we can go for an enhanced empowering deadly traps. Yeah, we'll go for that. When you kill electrified enemies, you turn a corpse into black holes. We don't deal any, maybe that can electrify enemies. Lightning bolts bounce off of electrified enemies when hit by simple attacks. We'll take, oh man. When you kill, okay, let's try this. We don't have electrified yet, but we can certainly see if it's going to come out in the future for us. Did take a little bit of a hit there because I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings, but that's all right. I'm not sure what we are busy sorting out there. But there we go, we managed to complete the room. Onto the next room, let's see what we get over here. So receive gold. Gold doesn't feel like it is necessary, so we're going to go with deadly traps. When a skill becomes available, you throw a lightning dart at the nearby enemy, or enemies drop healing orbs. I'm going to go with the lightning dart because we should be able to get them. We just need to, again, make sure we destroy the trap first. We took a bit of damage over there. It's okay. We should be able to kill or, you know, damage the rest of the enemies around us as well now. Alright, there we go. Ooh, that dealt damage. So now, oh my gosh, something hurt us really badly there. I was not paying attention. Alright, we need to try and survive as much as possible right now. It does look like it's go. Oh, actually, there we go. Perfect. And that makes the rooms last a little bit longer. So we get a healing over here. Like I mentioned, with this kind of room where you get the healing happening for you, this is very similar to what you would do with the merchant. So you'd find a merchant room and you can spend your gold in there. The minimum amount you need before you'll be able to buy anything from those rooms is going to be, what was it again? It's going to be 100 gold. If you don't have 100 gold, you're not going to be able to afford anything that's in the shop. So do make sure that you have at least that as a minimum. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste. What is hitting me? Everything on the screen makes it quite difficult to see what's happening over here. Okay, we managed to do it. Fantastic. And one last room, unless we get another healing room. But let's see, critical hit chance, attack damage, and enemies in the room leave enemies you kill in the room leave a small clone after you've killed them. That's okay. Let's get rid of this guy. And then we're going to deal with that. Oh my gosh, that actually does so much damage. I have no idea what's happening, but I see a lot of damage on my screen. Just trying to get rid of as many enemies as possible. And that's the room. So there we go. Let's go fight the next boss available to us. Oh, I do have a controller, and I know this game has full controller support, but I just haven't put my batteries and set everything up yet. So not going to worry too much about that. Crotron, let's go. He throws that out for us. We get to have a little pumpkin dealing damage to him, which is grand. Pop that, run behind him, and that should be a lot of damage done to him. And we get our pumpkin back up. Oh, that hurts a lot. Okay. But he is on the second phase now, which is pretty good. As you can see, we actually deal a whack ton of damage, thanks to dealing more damage to, and oops, we lost our life there. Luckily, we do have the resurrect part of our character still. And wonderful damage dealt to these totems that the boss spawns. Okay, pop that, and he is burning. I don't know if we need to destroy these or not yet. but either way he lost his life. So there we go, Croton has fallen, or whatever his name might be. We do get another healing over there, and we can buy some blue essence from that. Still not 100% sure what the parchment is for, but that is all that the alpha has for us right now, as far as I know. So there you go, you can pick either Amber or Aiden, and we go and we take Amber again. We need to go and finish upgrading her blessings of Omen, and there we go, we now pull with their blood. I have no idea what that means, but I guess maybe it means that it heals us because it does have a healing symbol. But that is all of her omens done and dusted. We can also then, I don't know why it's still showing us as, you know, options to do stuff. Maybe it's because we have still available, so we can do it for the other character. And then we can upgrade the healing well, or we can upgrade by buying more wishes, which makes us a lot stronger, which makes us go a lot faster because we also have the first hit. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.